No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. I finally got to link up with Q the Fool after years of anticipation.
Real shooter shit, man. I know where I'm going. You already know.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, bro. You know me? I've been watching your shit since I came home. I'm like, I gotta get up on there.
I've been listening to your shit since before you came home.
Yeah, over here.
Yeah, when I first heard about you, it was like, this guy's in jail. He's probably never getting out. Straight up. Like,
yeah,
that was how...
It was a whole lot of wild-ass rumors going on.
It wasn't hopeful when I first heard about you. It was like, damn, this guy's hard, but we might never see him on the outside.
Yeah, then I popped out on their ass.
I know. When I started seeing you in videos and shit, I was like, oh, damn, the legend really exists. That's crazy.
You already know.
Did you hear about that while you were locked up, that Lil Pump was singing your songs and all those videos and stuff? Because I remember when I hit you up, you seemed like you already knew about it.
I had came home. I didn't even know who bro was. When I came home, I seen he was lit as shit. I'm like, oh yeah, that's when they was like, yeah, that nigga Lil Pump listening to your shit. He was listening to your shit. And that's when they showed me. I was like, oh yeah, that's lit. That's when one time I came out LA, I had DM'd him. He had DM'd me back. But you know, niggas be busy as shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah, shout out to Lil Pump though.
So where are you technically from?
I'm from Lago. I'm like, probably like 15 minutes, 20 minutes to DC, like 45 minutes to Baltimore. And I'm right there by like the Redskins Stadium.
Right. It's always hard to explain DMV locations to normal people like me, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm from the East Coast, I still don't know.
As soon as I say Maryland, they automatically think Baltimore, and that's totally different. Like, I don't really be out there, but I love Baltimore though. It's all love out there. Cause they got a different culture out there. Like, it's just different, but we in the same state.
Yeah, it's hard.
DC too.
It's hard for people to like wrap their head around like the sound and the culture of.
But I'm the first person to ever come from PG and rap that shit ever. Like Maryland, I'm the first person to ever turn up Maryland. Cause like everybody that ever was from DMV said he was from DC. You know what I'm saying? Some was from Maryland, but they just
round up.
Yeah, they just claim DC. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm the only one like I'm Maryland.
Right.
Yeah.
So what was your upbringing like as a kid and shit?
I mean, it was cool growing up. Like, my mother, she ran, like, that's her hustle. Like, she used to be a CO and shit. My mother used to be a CO in the DC jail and shit. So, like, she used to do that. That's when she started running a daycare. She started running daycare, like, out of her house. Like, it'd be 10, 12 kids in there. That's from when I was, like, probably from, like, since I was a baby to I probably was, like, 7 or 8 or something.
So there'd just be tons of kids around all the time?
It'd be like 20 kids. It was a daycare. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, though.
My cousins being there.
Yeah.
So my upbringing, I used to be chilling. You know what I'm saying? At nighttime, my uncles come over there. Like, growing up, I ain't never see, like, no man figure in my life, like, go to work or nothing. All the men in my family were street niggas.
Do you know where your dad was at?
Yeah, I know he was at. My father was he was in my life when I was young, but it just, like, it got, like, as I got older, you know what I'm saying? He, like, yeah, he getting old and he in the streets, so it wasn't like we was spending more. We wasn't spending time like how we used. You know what I'm saying? It's like he was in the streets deep. You know what I'm saying? He was deep in the streets. He was just doing him. He wasn't calling. Then he might come back 2 years or 3 years later, like, what's up? Happy birthday. Then he might duck back off.
A lot of mixed signals for you as a kid, like when your main symbol of what it was to be a man is sort of slipping in and out.
I'm telling you. So in my head, I was really like, I was praised in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Like, this, like that's my mother. She ain't raised me like no sucker. She raised me to be tough. She raised me, you know what I'm saying, to be a stand-up nigga, never snitch, never rat, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, she must have been tough being a CO.
Yeah, hell yeah. My mother, she from DC. She from the trenches, like, where it's really fucked up at, you know what I'm saying? But she grinded to put me in a better position, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't really have to go through a lot of not eating, you know what I'm saying?
Were you the only child?
No, I got a little sister and a little brother.
Okay.
Yeah, so I ain't never had to go through a whole lot, no struggle. I've been through a struggle, though. It was times where, you know what I'm saying, my mother, shit was fucked up, but as the most part, my mother did her job, you know what I'm saying? I just was a boy, you know what I'm saying?
Were you a bad kid since the beginning?
Yeah, I always was bad. Like, I don't know why. I just was bad. I always wanted, if my mother said the stove hot, I gotta go over there and touch that motherfucker. Like, that's just how it was.
Do you remember your first time getting in trouble in school or something?
My first time really getting in trouble, when I was probably like 7, smoking a cigarette. I was smoking a cigarette, and I took some pictures in the backyard and shit, and I put them on my computer. So my mother coming in one morning, she just, cause I guess her computer broke, she hop on my computer in my room. She just hop on the joint, She going through my shit. I'm like, dang, Ma, what you doing? She going through my shit. She see the pictures and shit. She like, this you smoking? What the fuck? The fuck you smoking a cigarette for?
Right.
And she kirking on me. So that was like the first time I really got in trouble on some big wild shit. But you know what I'm saying? You already know.
I remember that was kind of like how I first learned not to snitch. That was probably like 8 or 9, and I seen my older cousin smoking a cigarette, and I just told my mom. And then the next time
they beat the shit out of you for that.
He didn't beat me up, but the next time I seen him, he was like threatening to beat me up. He's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you telling like that?" And I'm like, "Damn, like I didn't know."
Man, growing up, that's what my family always instilled in me. Cause like it was all street people around me. Ain't no snitching, it ain't no ratting. Like your name mean everything to you, bro. Like that you just can't do that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people getting raised, like some people family don't instill in that inside these niggas. So like these niggas be fucked up in the head because they ain't been led the right direction. So they be out here thugging, but they'll tell like shit.
You ever feel like you're a little too street for the industry? And you're just having to try to control yourself and like figure it out? At
first, because I look at myself like I'm a cool nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't be trying to be gangster. I'm a man. Like, as long as you show me respect, I'm gonna respect you. I don't give a fuck where you from, who you is, what you do. You know what I'm saying? You show respect, I'm gonna respect you. But right, as I'm getting in the industry, I be peeping like niggas be intimidated. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, I don't know. I don't be understanding. Me as a man, a nigga don't really intimidate me. You know what I'm saying? If you a real nigga, I want you around me. I like being around real niggas. Some niggas feel like when you too much of a real nigga, you gonna see they flaw and you gonna pick them out. A nigga already know he fake as fuck, so he don't want to be around no real nigga. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I be feeling like the end, and that's when the industry so fake. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know the industry fake. When they a real nigga in town, you know what I'm saying? They gonna try their best to. I ain't fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? So real niggas always last though, bruh. Like,
but were you a bit different when you were younger? Because when I first heard your music, it sounded like kind of a different version of you. Really turned up, fucked up.
Yeah, I was tripping. I used to be a crash dummy, bruh. Like crash dummy. I crash out. Like I used to be a crash dummy, straight up.
Explain that to the people at home.
Like
crash dummy.
A crash anytime, I crash out, I might get life. You know what I'm saying?
You were down for whatever. If somebody disrespected you.
Yeah, I was tripping. Like I used to be tripping. Bro. I used to be popping bars, popping Molly. I used to be doing all type of shit, and I just used to like how another nigga pop bars, they'll go to sleep. Me, it was like it put energy in me, and if I think it, I do it. I just be out. I'll be outside, outside thugging. I'm doing all type of shit. 14, 15, 16, just tripping.
You were getting fucked up on drugs back then.
Yeah. I was tripping. Popping bars like when I first I caught attempted murder when I was 15. So I had came home when I was 18. I never had seen those Xanax bars. I never had seen that shit. So I'm just coming home, niggas getting high, popping them and shit. I'm like, bet, popping them. I start popping them, not knowing like I'm really getting addicted to them joints though. Like I wake up 3 months later, I'm skinny as shit. I lost like 50 pounds. Small as shit. You look at all my old videos, I probably weighed like 110, 120. That's why everybody see me now. Like you might look at me like I'm a regular nigga. Like, oh, you regular size. Everybody be like, man, Q, you big as shit.
But you were skinny as fuck for a while.
I look like a crackhead. Yeah. I used to pop like 6 bars a day. Oof. You know what I'm saying?
And just be getting into fights, trouble, just do whatever.
I used to be tripping, bro. I used to be outside. I used to be outside, DC. Bro, that's why niggas fuck with me, cause since a young nigga I always moved around. I ain't never been no standstill. Nigga always moved around and politic with the real niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I carried it, but I had to realize lunch out, crash out for me to stop fucking with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I had to get locked up.
Was the attempted murder thing, was that the thing that made you decide that you had to get your life right?
Nah, attempted murder, that was a joke.
What was that? What happened?
That was, I ain't really going into detail with that shit because it's shit goofy.
Rappers be like,
yeah, nah, cause I be feeling like when you do that, you giving a nigga glow. You know what I'm saying? Like it's attempted murder, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit not cool.
Well, you just don't want to promote the person that you were in the situation with, or you just don't want to promote violence in general?
It's just like this shit just not nothing to brag about or nothing like that. But it was a nigga that I was close with. You know what I'm saying? I fucked with, like. He was older than me. Like, I looked at nigga like on some big brother shit, and nigga just tried to curry me. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just how that shit went. Like, I love that nigga. I love that nigga, and he tried to curry me. Like, he just tried to curry me like like I was a sucker or something. So I did what I had to do.
So you did like 3 years?
No, I did 2 years.
Okay.
I did 2 years. I came home when I was 18. That's when, but I wasn't showing like when I first got locked up, they took me to the adult shit. So I had to wait like 2 months to get waved down. So when I was 16, I was with 30. I was up in the big boy jail.
I mean, 2 years is a fucking long ass time when you're 15.
Exactly.
And especially when you probably ain't been around people that are that bad. All of a sudden, you're around all the worst motherfuckers.
But you gotta think, when I first called my charge, like the whole time people was telling me I was gonna do 15 years. People was telling me I wasn't gonna come home in 20 years. That's like, soon as I came in processing, they read my paperwork. I'm asking them because I'm curious. You know, I'm young. I just called attempted murder. I'm like, how much time you think I'm gonna do?
You'll believe whatever they tell you. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They like, man, you gonna see your mother when she probably 80 years old, 90 years old. You probably gonna do 25 years. So in my head, I'm like, man, I'm just trying to get 5 years. I'm just trying to get 5 years. Like, that's all in my head. I was just thinking when I had the temp, I just want to come home when I'm 21. I want to come home when I'm 20. I don't want to come home when I'm 30. So when you get put in positions, you start wondering, you know what I'm saying? It be fucked up. Like, who the fuck want 5 years? But at that point, that's what I wanted, though. And I had got 2 years out of the situation, so I looked at it like, damn, I came off. I looked real sweet, you know what I'm saying? And it was showing, like, it was some juvenile shit. I went to a placement. They sent me a placement, like clean the horses and shit, all that. Like, it was some juvenile shit. And that's when I came home and I caught 3 more charges, just tripping.
Really? So what happened when you got home?
That's when I stopped fucking with the bars. Like, before that, I wasn't off no bars and nothing. When I've been thugging before drugs and all that. Right. I just came home and started experimenting.
Taking Xanax, you think you're gonna chill out?
Yeah, and damn, they fucked my life up. Yeah. For real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because people do shit on Xans that you don't have any idea.
I lost a lot. Like I don't know. Like, I just, at that point in my life, I don't know. I just lost a lot of people. And if I was sober, I feel like it just could have probably been different. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, I just can't. When I came on, when I was 18, I was tripping. And that's when I caught 3 more charges.
What were those charges?
A gun charge, a UUV charge, and an armed robbery. But they was all just, they was serious charges, but they was all just dumbass charges. I was just hide up. You know what I'm saying?
Like shit that you would have easily avoided if you were sober.
Yeah, they were just wild ass charges, and I was with my men. I was just with wild ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how that shit went. And I stood up as a man. I stayed solid. So a lot of the weight was just put on me, for real. You know what I'm saying? And I was with young niggas. They was 16, 17. I was 18, so they was trying to curry me. They was in the juvenile shit.
But how long did you do on those charges?
I only did. I had copped out the 5 years, all suspended but 1. So I only did 1 year.
Oh, but you're still on tough probation?
Yeah, I got 4 years backup. Now I ain't on no tough probation. When you come home, it's like you be on the high probation. Then boom, you do your piss test, your urines. You ain't getting high. Boom, then they lower your levels. So now I've been home like 18 months. I've been home like 18 months. So my level low as shit. Like, all she gotta do is just call me. I could probably pull up on her.
Do they understand that you're rapping?
Yeah, cause where I'm from, I'm the only one doing this. It's not like New York or Cali or Atlanta where
it's normal to be a rapper.
Yeah, it was like, oh yeah, we got 10 rappers. Nah, I'm the only rapper. I'm the only person coming in that court building, coming to see my PO. You know what I'm saying? So she understand that. So you know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta go through the process. You gotta man up. And just go through the process.
I feel like being in jail at 15 for a couple years could definitely have a hugely negative impact on your life if you let it. But it sounds like you managed to hold it together.
When I was 15, I used to have I say hope. Like, you know, like you just be like, yeah, you know you a street nigga, but you get a business or do this or do something or do that. Once I caught that temp and I did it, like, I lost all that. It was like I'm just a street nigga. Like, it's like that up and down. And when you do that, it's only death or jail. You know what I'm saying? So growing up, bro, like my head just used to be everywhere, bro. It was just fucked up because I wasn't like no dumbass nigga. I always was smart, but just doing a lot of shit, experimenting with drugs, just going through a lot of shit. I lost my father, like who really damn near raised me. Not my biological father, but who damn near raised me. But he had been going to prison, all that. Like, I lost him too. So, popping balls, bro, it was just, man, that shit damn near devastated me, bro. But I bounced back, so that's why a lot of niggas be hating on me.
Really?
Because I was fucked up, bro. Like, I used to be fucked up, and now I'm shining.
You're like healthy and shit.
Looking sweet. They want to see me back high.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you ever feel like that? That like the people who liked your music early on, they liked the version of you that was all fucked up and just on the edge?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still that same person for real.
You can still snap.
Yeah, I'm still that same person. When they be saying it, I be feeling like when they be like, man, we want the old kid, they just be saying they just want me to be saying dumb shit.
Exactly.
Like,
but a lot of rap fans, they do just want to hear you say dumb
like,
shit.
They just want me, but I be feeling like how I be flowing now, like my shit just on another level. Like I really be talking that shit. And I be feeling like it just be too advanced for a lot of people. Like some shit I just be having to dumb it down for them, but it just be too advanced. Motherfuckers don't want to think. They want to just hear that shit. They want you to dumb it down for them. So you know what I'm saying? That's what they be asking for. But I'm gonna do my type of music, bro. Like I'm gonna keep evolving. I ain't gonna stay on no trap shit. I done did that shit. You know what I'm saying? I done did that shit P-level. Like rap shit, real life. Like man, I'm on some, man. I'm trying to turn up. I'm trying to boss up. I'm trying to do shit nigga never did. I ain't trying to do what this man did. That man, I'm trying to do it my way.
When you start rapping?
Shit, probably like 5, just growing up rapping.
Oh, just since you're a little kid?
Yeah, just, you know what I'm saying? Like 50 Cent dropping Get Rich or Die Trying. Shit like that. That shit just make you be like, Nelly.
Yeah.
Watching that nigga Nelly's. Like,
I was always such a crazy rap fan, but I just remember the beat for In the Club. When that came out, I was just like, oh, like that just affected me. Like I swear to God, I fell in love all over again just with that album and the energy that 50 had at that time. It was like
that Get Rich or Die Trying, bro. That shit was just something
crazy time in music.
Yeah, I fucked with that shit.
That was when I was graduating high school too, so I was like extra turned up off that.
I think I was like 5 when that came out. How old is you?
I'm 35.
Yeah, I'm 21.
You're 21?
Yeah,
holy
bro.
shit, you look grown as fuck. You got hella face tattoos and shit.
People be thinking I'm like 30, bro. I'm 29. Yeah, I'm 21, bro.
If you said you were like 29 or 30, I wouldn't have been surprised. Yeah. No, you did a lot of living though.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's what I'm saying. I feel like I've been here before.
You got city miles.
Yeah, do I? I be feeling like I'm 30. Like that's why like motherfuckers don't like. I can't be around young niggas. I be around my big brother. I be around Dollar for real. Like I can't be around young niggas. Niggas be on young nigga shit. I don't got no young nigga mind. I don't even like being in the club for real. I'm trying to get some money.
Yeah, I could tell you're really with like real people because in your videos it's not like a bunch of young ass kids and shit. It's a bunch of grown motherfuckers that probably been around for a long time, huh?
And like niggas ain't even trying. Like my man ain't even trying to get in videos no more. They trying to get a bag. They trying to be behind the scene. They trying to get a bag. Like
I've seen some dudes in your videos that look like they should be security guards. They're fucking huge, but then they're just like holding machine guns and shit. They're like not trying to keep their image squeaky clean.
Hey, you know what he talking about? He talking about money, right? Ex-football player.
Yeah, he's massive. I'm like, man, if that dude was around us, he would be a security guard. But this dude is just, it looks like it's just his homie. I'm like, you are so big. You do not need to have the AR on your shoulder. What are you doing?
Nah, that's my nigga right there though. That's why I'm probably gonna make him my security so I could give him a bag so he could be fucking with me.
There you go.
You know, so instead of just coming out of town, being around me for free, I'm gonna give him a bag. Do that.
Put the security shirt on him, cue the Rich Shooters on the bag, all that shit.
Yeah.
When you come up with the name Rich Shooters?
I was locked up.
And what's it mean, man?
I was locked up. I was with that Pac boy. I was with Pac boys, like from 12, like 16, and all that shit. But when I was locked up, a lot of shit was just going on. Like niggas wasn't standing up as men. It just like niggas wasn't representing it. So it was, when I was home, what we was, you know what I'm saying? Niggas wasn't playing. Like, niggas wasn't just talking out their neck, but when I got locked up, niggas ain't standing up as men. Niggas just, like, and niggas wasn't even contacting me when I was locked up. I was only talking to my mother for real. So it was like, nigga, you don't even fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? I wrote niggas and all that. Niggas ain't never even write me. So that shit just made me like, man, fuck that shit. Like, if I go to deal, like, I done took penitentiary chances for niggas, and you can't even write me? Fuck no. I gotta get up and do me. So that's how that came up. At first it was At first, it was Rich Shooter Murder Club.
It's just a little bit worse. A little bit harder for the PO to understand.
ISMC. It used to be Rich Shooter. It was Rich Shooter Murder Club. But that's when I took the Murder Club part off. I said, just Rich Shooters.
Yeah. You've seen all these Rico cases and everything. You're like, just let's not make it so easy for them to jump on this.
Man, I be just robbing, bro. Like, in my city ain't shit going on. I be traveling. I just be trying to get this shit popping, bro.
Right.
Telling you.
But do people be tripping on you where you're from because of the fact that you're so much further ahead than everybody else, and they all trying to rap? I'm sure there's plenty of people trying to rap, but you're just way ahead of them.
I ain't gonna lie, like you just said with that Rico shit. Like in my city, like the people, like them peoples, they so geeking. Like they just be paying your name and shit. You don't got nothing to do. They just. It's like they on your dick. You know what I'm saying? Something happen, they just saying your name. Like, you don't got nothing to do with nothing.
Try to throw you in anything.
Yeah, I'm out of town. I don't got nothing to do with none of that shit. So, like, where I'm from, ain't nobody doing this shit. So every time something happen or yeah, that's cute food, that's 100 round goon. You know what I'm saying? So they be trying to throw me in the mix of that. But I got the best lawyers, bro, where I'm from. So I ain't worried about none of them people. I be chilling.
You feel like the cops are out to get you?
I don't feel like they out to get me. I just feel like they just, you know what I'm saying? They do their job, and I stay the fuck away from their job.
You hear about crazy shit like P&B Roc, like he just had a house out in Pennsylvania, and and they just popped him for all this weed and stuff. He's just in his house smoking weed, and they got him for that and whatever else he had there.
Them peoples will just watch you just because you popping. So you gotta move right. You gotta really move militant. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. So you gotta know what it is. You gotta be watching them. You gotta watch your surroundings. Them peoples will be around you. So that's how I look at that shit. Like, you just gotta know what the fuck you doing. You gotta do shit right.
Right. Do you convert to Islam in prison?
Yeah.
That's where you found out about it?
In juvenile, when I was 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
When I was growing up, my grandmother, she was a reverend. So she just used to preach Christianity just every day, every time I seen her. Like, anytime I seen her in her presence, it was just about Christianity, Jesus, anytime. So just, I don't know. And I ain't never really understand it. It never really stuck with me. It never was like, just when you tell me something, you gotta show me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta, like, I gotta feel it. I gotta understand it. Like, she was telling me it was a lot of bad shit going on. Like, a lot of stuff, like, it ain't feel like it was, I ain't feel like that. You know what I'm saying? When that was going on, but I converted. As soon as I converted to Islam, like, my case was going better. Like, I'm about to come home. They ain't talking about 5 years no more. They about to send me to a placement where I'm chilling at, I'm cooling. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt like that was what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? I converted to Islam and I got so many blessings back, bro.
Yeah.
Like I swear, and that's when, and not even that. When I read the Quran, it's plain as day. Like, it tell you everything you should do and what you shouldn't do. And like the Bible, you really can't understand it. You need to interpret. You need somebody to interpret the Bible to you. You know what I'm saying? When I read the Quran, it's plain as day. And the Quran never been tampered with. The Bible been tampered with. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
And a lot of people contest for that. Like, the Bible been tampered with. The Quran never been tampered with in life. So that's why. Yeah,
the Bible was written by like 1 million people. Quran is way more straight up. This is what you got to do.
They got the Old Testament and the New Testament. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and being Muslim, you gotta know all the religions. That's part of being Muslim. You have to be known to other people's religions. It's not being dumb. You know what I'm saying? You have to know what's going on around the world.
For sure. Is that when you start growing the beard out? Everybody keeps asking me if I'm about to go. I'm like, nah, this is just laziness.
Nah, that shit just started. I always wanted the beard, but
yeah.
That shit just grew.
I mean, it just makes sense though. You look at like Freeway or all these like legendary, BB Siegel.
Yeah,
all
I met
them.
Freeway. That's my mind.
All the best Muslim rappers got fire beards though. That's an important part of it.
I'm gonna try to start the beard butter line.
Yeah. You know what? When you got out, one of the first things I seen was you dancing in the Rico Nasty video.
Oh yeah, that's.
And I was like, oh shit, there he is. That's why I was like, oh fuck, he's out.
Yeah, That video, I had that video before I got locked up.
Oh, that was before?
Yeah, that video was going viral while I was locked up. We shot that joint. Then like a week later, I had got locked up. and she blew up.
She like a little sister type thing to you, or?
Yeah, like not a little sister. We the same age because we went to high school together.
Right. I like just the pairing of you and her though.
Yeah, that's
it was
like,
a good look.
Yeah, that's like my sister. Like I love her to death. Like when she was in it. She be pinning a lot of weight on me, like.
Oh really? You feel like that's the other person who's up right now out of your area?
Nah, like I feel like cause she be like she just be making me be like she just make me humble when, like she be like, man, Q really help me do this, that, and the third. But when she first started rapping, she used to be like, man, like I'm just trying to be popping. I'm trying to be popping, Q. I want to real life feel me, like man, do it like boop bop this, always be on your shit. And that's what she did that shit. Like, she real life did that shit, bro. Like, she deserved everything she get.
Nah, she's just cool as a person.
But when she first started rapping, she was shy. Like, what she is now, like, she bossed all the way up. So it's just crazy, bro. When I was locked up, even my mother, she like, man, Rico Nasty, doing this, that, and the third.
Really?
Q, when you come home, you gotta mess with Rico Nasty.
Holy shit.
It was just like, that shit crazy, and that shit just amazing. That shit a blessing, bro. So like she did that, bro. Like I was with her last week. She came to my little spot around my way. Like that's sis. I love her to death.
You guys both got the Kenny Beats heat.
That's big, bro. I fuck with Kenny.
How'd you meet him?
Through the label. They go work with Kenny Beats. But when I met him, he was like, man, Q, I'm a fan of your music, bro. Like I've been listening to your shit for years. Like I don't work with nobody unless I fuck with him. Like I've been telling my folks like I'm trying to link with you. And everything with James, like I fuck with bro, like he cool as shit, and he engineered, like he don't just mix it, he don't just make the beat.
It's like a whole experience going to that studio, and he just builds the beat with you and shit.
Yeah, like that's like other rappers, they just make the beat, they might make the beat and step off. He real like engineering that shit, so he making sure that it crank.
Yeah, he just got like the best energy, the best aura about him, like in terms of just how he like
Kenny Beats, he the coolest white person I met.
Damn.
And you too. You
I'll
cool
take
too.
a second. Nah, me and him got a crazy amount of shit in common, like just in terms of
y'all both tall and shit. Y'all look like y'all brothers for real.
But then one day I realized that all his tattoos are by the same dude that did like almost all my tattoos in Brooklyn.
That's one thing about Kenny. All his tattoos, he makes sure all of them colorful. He makes sure all them joints pop out.
Yeah,
them joints be looking sweet.
Sometimes I'd be looking at rappers like Maxo. I was like, he got his whole chest tattoo.
Yeah, shout out to Maxo. That's my man.
But it's just black. It's just black ink. So it's like, man, that probably took like 3 hours to go.
Maxo shit hit up too.
Color shit takes forever.
I don't really like tattoos, but I'm keeping 100, and I'm tatted up. Most of my tattoos I got when I was like high.
Really?
Yeah, but when I came home, I had got my back of my head tatted. I felt that shit in my feet, bro.
Oh, that's the worst feeling ever.
That shit
back
hurt
of the
like
head
shit.
is the worst.
Well, you know you got it. Where you feel that shit at?
Oh man, that shit just. I was off fucking Xans, Norcos, and drinking, and it was still just rattling my fucking brain, bro. It hurts so bad.
You got to shade in and all that.
I had to do a couple different sessions on it.
Yeah, I only did one session. I ain't never go back.
Your brain is just shaking. It's the worst feeling ever.
And that's why when I be getting tatted, I be getting mad. I be about to punch the tattoo man.
That's what I felt like doing because the dude was all fucked up off Adderall or some shit, and he was just talking and just taking forever to get ready. I'm like, bro, the drugs are wearing off. You gotta just tattoo me. Shut up.
Man, that head ain't no joke right there.
It's terrible, man.
I'm telling you.
It's crazy. You fucking with Splurge too, huh? That's another. I seen you in the studio. That's where you did the song with Kenny and Splurge, right?
Yeah, I fuck with Splurge. Like
he's super hard.
Soon like Splurge started, he popping and shit. Like all my men on my way was listening to him. So I realized I just tapped in. I'm cranking this shit. I'm like, all right, bet. Like, bro, lit. That's when I forgot how me and bro. Like, I don't know how we end up talking it. We end up chopping it up. He sent me some shit. I knocked that shit out. I sent him some shit. That's when we end up linking out Cali. Like, little bro, real nigga, like, he solid. You know what I'm saying? It don't take me too long to see if you a real nigga. Like, Shawty solid. I fuck with little bro. And that's when I already did my homework. They say, like, Shawty, like, he official. Like, where he from, he one of the only niggas that's doing it, like me. You know what I'm saying? So I fuck with little bro.
I couldn't believe it when I saw him on tour with Lil Pump in Europe. Because I'm like, that's crazy. Because usually when you meet a young street rapper like him, they got some kind of case or something where they can't travel like that.
He was lit. That's because he's young though. So you know what I'm saying? He don't got nothing but opportunity.
He's lucky. He got his rapper card before he got in too much trouble. I'm sure he got in trouble, but
I don't know his history, but he don't seem like he don't got no legal shit going on, so that's good.
Nah, he's just
bullshit. Because that shit stop you. That shit stop the bags.
You can't leave the country?
Nah, I can't leave the country to 2021.
Oh, damn, that's rough.
Shit, that's 2 years. That ain't nothing. That's about to fly.
Nah, yeah, that's nothing from your perspective, huh?
That's about to fly.
When do you think are you ever seen without the kufi, or is it 100% of the time?
Like, I be having my kufi off. Sometimes when I'm around the house, I might take my kufi off.
Okay.
Like, if I'm around my way with my man, I might just take my kufi off. Like, it ain't really like, nah, I can't take my kufi off right now.
But if you're shooting like a music video or some shit, is it like 100% it's kufi season?
Yeah, it's kufi season. It's kufi season. I got the ball daily, bro. I'm 21. Like, a lot of niggas, like, I made this shit look cool. Like, when I had came home, when like the whole city had seen my bald head, it was like, oh my God, you got a bald head, what the hell? Oh fuck no, this nigga Q been tricking us his whole life. You hear me? So it was just like, this shit just went viral.
Right.
But man, the shit, what came out of this shit was just so funny, bro, cause ain't nothing changed. Like, more bitches was on my dick. Like, bitches was calling me like, Q, you got a bald head, oh my God. Like, don't worry about them, I love you. Let me make you feel better. Like, bitches was on dick, so.
But the kufi is like that's your whole image. Yeah. You don't need your chains and nothing. Like, people would be like, oh, that's Q the Fool.
It's not even really about like no fashion. Like, the kufi really represent me and represent like I'm Muslim. Soon as anybody see me, they like, oh, he Muslim. You know what I'm saying? So that means a lot to me. You
remember when Jim Jones told Nas he was gonna smack the kufi off his head?
No, I don't remember that.
That happened back in the early 2000s, and it was so crazy.
Nah, you can't. Nah, see,
I think a lot of rappers didn't, or a lot of people didn't know
Muslim,
about kufis till then.
You can't touch a Muslim kufi. You can't take no Muslim kufi off his head. That's disrespectful. You can't do that. That's like if you try to take my kufi off, or
damn,
like,
that's the ultimate, huh?
Yeah, that's disrespect. That's even like a girl. That's even females. Like, sometimes I be with bitches, they try to touch me. They touch my kufi. Like, fuck no. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got limits.
You don't do no shit like that. But people know. If you're not no dummy, they know not to touch my motherfucking kufi.
How'd you get with Roc Nation?
Grinding, bro. Diamond out the rough.
Really?
Yeah.
But you probably had a bunch of labels talking to you at certain points, right?
I mean, yeah, it was like we was talking, but when I went to Roc Nation, it was all love. As soon as I walked into Roc Nation, it was like they already did their homework on me. They studied me. They was listening to my music. The president was in there. Like, it wasn't just like no A&R was in there. Like, the president was right there. He telling me that I'm gonna be the priority of Roc Nation. You know what I'm saying? And he had his word. He held his word.
Right.
So, like, I love Roc Nation, bro. Like, that's shit changed my life. And when I came home, I told myself I was gonna stay independent. But it was like one point I felt like I had hit a ceiling. Like, early, like I just felt like I was just too lit. Like, I gotta turn up. Like, DMV, you can't do too much out there. It ain't no platforms out there.
That can be
like,
tough.
I probably would have never met you probably to like 2 years. I would have probably never even came out Cali. I would have been stuck out there. You not even thinking about that. You thinking people out there, they think Waldorf, LA. Like, you don't even know what that is, but that's probably like 45 minutes from where I'm from. But people really look at that like that's out of town. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, that's gotta be the weird thing about you being in your perspective, is that a lot of people that you're around, they got a small time mentality, and then all of a sudden you see the bigger vision because you got all these opportunities.
I lost a lot of friends like that. You know what I'm saying? In the past and recently, like my vision is just too big. Like, I'm like, my vision just be too big. Niggas be stuck and just they want to be in the hood all day. Niggas want to do ain't nothing wrong with being in the hood, but like, just all day, every day, and niggas ain't even making no money. And that's when you got other opportunities to make a bigger bag, but you want to be around the way, not doing nothing, or being in another nigga or somewhere else. Like, I don't got time for that. I'm like, if this is what I'm destined to do, if somebody give me a bag for my talents, people telling me, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go hard at it, and I'm gonna make sure I'm the best at it. I'm not gonna go against. You know what I'm saying? Like, me being the blessing, like, I be telling my man, like, they blessed too, cause they got opportunity to win. This ain't just an opportunity for me.
Yeah.
It's an opportunity for my whole family to win, and they going to win. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. I be mad when I be seeing my man not trying to be bigger and be better and still want to be stupid and Like, you can still be a gangster, but you just gotta be smart. You gotta know what's big as shit out here, man. It's niggas out here, billionaires. They don't even wear jewelry. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you just gotta think of shit like that. Niggas don't think like that. They want just get a apartment around the way and keep fucking around the way, bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
I'm trying to be out Cali. I'm trying to go to Dubai. I'm trying to do.
Could you see yourself moving there?
With Dubai?
No, to California. Dubai next.
Yeah, I'm trying to move right now. I got twin sons, but I got twin sons, so
damn.
I'm new to being a father. I really don't want to just move my kids to another state. I'm saying, like, so I want to keep them home right now and just raise them. Be around my mother, be around my my grandparents, like, they getting that family love. I don't want to bring them out Cali, then it's just me and my sons, like, they ain't getting that full family love, you know what I'm saying? Like, growing up, it take a whole village, you know what I'm saying, to grow kids. Just me doing it, like, I know they gonna be good with me, but I want my whole family to be part of their life. Cause me, I ain't really close to my family. You know what I'm saying? So I want my sons to be close to their family for real.
Definitely, yeah. That's like how, if you're gonna create a change in your, like, lineage, it's through that, like,
through your kids. You gotta switch it up through with them.
The father figure that you were kind of missing, you know?
Yeah, I'm gonna be with my kids like their whole life, even when they old.
Do you feel like you ever might be starting to? Do you ever feel like you have a reputation in the industry as being kind of too much of a goon?
Not really, cause at the end of the day, like, I never did nothing. I never did nothing or represented my way like no type of person. That's just somebody just assuming. You know what I'm saying? When somebody meet me, as soon as they meet me, they be like, man, shorty a humble nigga and he respectful. You know what I'm saying? He not even, you know what I'm saying? I just want respect. Once a nigga disrespect me, then it's just a whole nother flip card though.
I heard some stuff about you though.
What you hear?
When's the last time you stole a chain?
I don't be into, man. I got my own jewelry. I buy my own jewelry.
I'm not saying you were wearing it. I'm just saying I heard about a situation that happened with you and another rapper. I don't know how open you are about that kind of stuff.
I don't even be talking about that shit because that shit internet shit, man.
I'm not going to do it to you. I'm not going to ask you straight up about it. I don't want to do it to him either.
Do it. What you ask me something? What you want to ask me?
Did you have a situation with hoodrich Pablo at some point?
I mean, you could say that, but it's not really like no situation because it's really not no problem. I mean, I don't got no problem with him. As far as I know, he don't got no problem with me.
I heard that you had a problem with some rappers that he was associated with, and he kind of got stuck in the middle of it.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know nothing about none of that. I know he don't got no problem with me. I don't got no problem with him. We good. I was just down to A. I was chilling. It ain't really, we chilling. Like, it ain't no pressure. That shit was like some internet shit for real.
There's a lot of people making videos trying to, like, create, like, a narrative, so it's kind of hard to figure out what.
Yeah, and that's when, like, the internet, like, YouTube's so crazy, bro. People be on there just making stories up. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas was coming to me just saying all type of wild shit. Like, the internet gonna do what they do. Like, I'm gonna keep that shit in the streets. Like, some shit in the streets, like, you don't do a whole bunch of talking about shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the internet, that's what fucked the streets up. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be on their line, and somebody really would believe that, and they would think that that's something that's really true, but it's false.
It's weird how anything that happens in the streets now, it feels like everybody will just go yapping about it on their Instagram Live, and all of a sudden there's a YouTube video.
Somebody hit something on the streets, and that's when they listen to it, and they put their own twist on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the internet fucked up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Whatever on the internet, it got an extra little twist to it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's why I really don't believe shit off that. I really gotta see it to believe it.
Right. So what you got planned for the rest of the year? What are you trying to do?
Man, we turned up, bro. Like, we going state to state. We about to be on tour. Chilling, trying to elevate, trying to get a Grammy.
A Grammy, that's the goal?
Man, yeah. Trying to get Grammys, trying to get these bags, trying to get in these arenas. Trying to turn up, bro.
Definitely. What you got like a new mixtape you're working on or anything like that? Or
yeah, I got Bad Influence. I just dropped with Kenny Beats.
Oh yeah. That song 100.
Yeah,
that song's retarded.
Me and Doughboy working too. We working on something, so just be on the way on that. But the album coming soon too.
That's what's up. Mm-hmm. All right, so you got any last words for the people out there?
Man, I'm on some shit, man.
Hey, we gotta get you some clothes.
And I got a jumper, but I'm on no jumper.
Your basketball skills are good?
I be boxing niggas out, bro. I don't even gotta go to the 3-point line. I'm just going to lay it up on your ass.
Get right down there in the paint and just hurt somebody?
Yeah, I'm trying to get physical. I ain't trying to be doing. I'm trying to get physical.
I'm calling fouls.
Oh shit! Nah. Hey, we got ball. Get your best 2 or 3 players. I got my 3, and we gonna do something.
Go watch the video of me playing basketball against Riff Raff if you want to see what this jumper's like. It ain't about shit.
Riff Raff, nah, I heard Riff Raff be
good,
balling.
yeah.
I heard he be balling.
I mean, to be honest, he didn't do that great either, but
You won?
he fucked me up, but not by much. Like I haven't played basketball in like 20 years. He's like 3-point shot contest. I'm
You
like,
crazy? You fake run this whole strip right here though?
Wait, what?
You run this whole strip? You the landlord?
Nah, just this little guy right here. I got a landlord, old ass Jewish French guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's an asshole. I hope he's watching.
Yeah, man.
Nah, you're all right. I mean, honestly, like, it's crazy because I have friends who own businesses in like New York and shit, and they talk about how the cops bother them and shit. We had to have 3,000 people show up for a memorial for the cops to start tripping on us. They're pretty nice out here.
Like, that's what me and my brother trying to do. We trying to start some shit in the DMV, start some little businesses, open some stores up. I be feeling like them people's just so crazy. They don't think a nigga could do nothing positive. As soon as you do something positive, they just think everything negative.
But if you had a store like this that was like your clothing and like other people that you're associated with, and like for all the actual like hardcore rap fans to have a place where they knew that they could go,
yeah, especially the DMV,
that'd be huge for that area.
We trying to do some shit like that right now though, for real.
That'd be big.
We gonna do it. Matter of fact,
let me know. I'll pull up.
Got to.
All right, yo, cue
You
the
work
fool.
there?
I'll work there? Shit, all right, minimum wage. I'm down. Rich shooter, janitor.
Nah, man. Podcast.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'll come through. All right, shout out my man, Cue the Fool.
You already know Rich shooter shit, 100 round going, man.
No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. Check us out on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes.
It's